right, so here he is, DC, the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, former two-division UFC champion Conor McGregor, and a lot of people thought maybe he wouldn't come back to the proving ground. He's got a lot to prove when it comes to his MMA legacy, and as such, McGregor returns to the Octagon here tonight.
When you talk about Conor McGregor, you're talking about a star that transcends mixed martial arts. We've seen a lot of people come and go, but no one has ever reached the level of Conor McGregor. And you think he's just a talker. No, there is a ton of substance to everything that he does. From the moment he stepped into the Octagon, he said what he was going to do, and he eventually did it. From knocking guys out left and right to becoming a two-division champion, knocked out Jose Aldo, knocked out Eddie Alvarez. There's just too much to say about the Notorious.
And I'm glad you put it that way, because he is this larger-than-life character, and I think at times people lose sight of just how skilled a martial artist this is. Elite striker, tremendous distance management. Few move better on the feet than Conor McGregor, and he'll look to put those striking skills to good use yet again tonight as Conor McGregor returns. McGregor ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. Folks, here we go. All eyes are on the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. Future might be in the UFC Hall of Fame, but he certainly didn't want to hear that noise at the fighter meeting. He is focused on the present, and that is this significant challenge against the #1 contender tonight.
Yeah, he's not looking down the line. This is the guy that lives in the here and now. He told us the other day, John, that he has so many more defenses to put himself alongside the great welterweight champions, Kamaru Usman and George St. Pierre. He has got a real idea of where he wants to go, and he feels like tonight is just another step in the road to greatness.
And he's been inspired by all of those great welterweights that preceded him, Leon Edwards among them. Now it's his turn to shine on a big stage yet again. All right, ready to go here at the Big A, the Honda Center in Anaheim, the Duck Pond. Both fighters have entered the Octagon. Could be one of the more important fights of this or any calendar year. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the Notorious Conor McGregor. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Mike Platinum Perry.
Herb D. Well, no shortage of UFC history has been made inside these walls. Good to have you with us from Honda Center tonight here in Anaheim, California. So many big UFC live events in this venue, DC.
It's a great arena. It's a beautiful arena, but one that I would gladly never step foot in again. I may be the only guy to lose 2 UFC championships in this pit of hell that is called the Honda Center. No, fantastic arena. This does not work for me. Beautiful jab lands.
Well, this is a man of Conor McGregor who has pulled in any number of different directions, DC, but as you see here, in tremendous shape as usual. On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Oh, no feeling out process, folks. Here we go. Edge of your seat action right out of the chute.
These dudes are trading very early in this fight. This is good.
Oh, what a kick. All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed me.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit down on that hook. He's going to be trying to find it again. You can see him setting up his opponent, trying to get the hands to drop so he can drop that hook over the top.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Conor McGregor. Oh, and there it is. The hook lands again. You saw that one coming from a mile away. And DC, he is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Oh, with authority, the body. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response.
There it is again. Look at that. He put him to sleep.
Back to the feet.
Oh, my goodness, what a kick.
45 seconds remain in the round. Another nice kick there. Solid series of kicks. They're all landing now.
Oh, nice.
Hands up for me. Come on now. Let's move.
Well, I'm not sure if there's a facial fracture of some kind, but the striking approach has certainly worked tonight, and his opponent is hurting for sure.
He's hurting really bad right now. I mean, every single time the shot lands up top, you can see the damage that it's inflicting. The work that he has done has been masterful. And now he has his opponent very limited because he can't take many shots to the head anymore.
Guys looking pretty bad here.
All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Pretty strong jab there by Conor. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow. Until he blocks it, you better keep throwing those body kicks.
Nice kick there by Perry. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business.
He's wobbling now. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Get busy with those hands now, man. Come on.
Oh, trying to turn out the lights with that roundhouse kick, but just misses.
Hands high.
Looked like that body kick got home. Oh, he is black and blue all over, maybe even dealing with a fractured rib, but the body strikes have been the narrative in this one, and it feels like we're getting close to a stop.
We're getting very close. I mean, I can't imagine he'd be able to take many more. We may be one body shot away from this guy just not being able to stop.
Well, that swelling is getting out of control to that end. You see the referee has paused the action, likely to call on the doctor. We'll see if this fight can continue, champ.
Well, it's so noticeable. You got to check on it. You got to make sure that this fighter is able to continue. Nope.
That's it.
Nope. I'm not able to let it.
That's the right call. That eye was essentially closed. You can't compete with one eye unless you're Michael Bisping, and that's the end of the fight.
And not everybody's Michael Bisping. Not everybody's that tough. Not everybody's that durable. But this guy could not see. He had one eye, and it was only going to get worse for him.
All right, so this one goes into the books as a TKO via doctor's stoppage. And Daniel, we will re-rack some of the replays here. A lot of damage sustained and a lot of swelling in that facial area.
You know, his toughness should never be questioned after watching this. Every time he got hit on that swollen part, you knew the pain that he must have felt. But hats off to his opponent for causing this damage and making sure he kept going to that area in order to get this fight stopped.
All right, the decision is inside the octagon. We send it to the veteran voice. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Mike Platinum Perry.
All right, so a lot of people like